Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You're Scary.
Hey, yay.
We forget to do that soundbite with Lulu all the time, but we're going to get that in there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on the show tonight. Very good friend. You've seen him on Word This Hard. You've also seen him on the hit show Insecure, not to mention a number of other projects. This brother is working. He has stock in BET because he's on every show over there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for LA's own Mr. Tristen Winger. Hey, man. What's up, brother?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm excellent.
It feels like a week
crazy.
since I just seen you.
See the back? Yep.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Tristan be having the clothes too. Like
It's-
when we first connected, it was on Instagram, and I invited him on Word This Hard, and the vibes was just there. I was like, hey man, you wanna be my friend? Because it's hard.
Hilarious.
It's hard to make friends after like high school and college if you don't work a traditional job,
be my
especially in
friend?
our industry, because everybody's working on projects. So I was like,
Right.
sometimes you just got to put it out there. Hey man, you want to be friends? Because I don't really know how to make friends outside of the comedy industry. And even with that, we don't get to see each other as much. So I was like, hey, man, I'm going to be friends. And I'll be making the effort. I'm like, hey, man,
You do.
come over to the house.
You do.
You want to pull up for drinks? We had
You
drinks
do.
this past Wednesday.
Yep.
We all were there, and we were talking about, like, starting the night, Wednesday little vibe night. Because
Ooh, it's a great
there are no
location.
places
Great
that have,
location.
like, just, like neo-soul and straight hip-hop music, right? They're usually always playing, like, the hood, the trap, all that music, and which is cool. Yeah.
Word.
But I feel like we need a place for, like, people that you don't hear Dwelle in the club.
Hilarious.
Ever.
You don't.
And I would love to.
Sketches of a man
Come
drop.
on!
That never drops in the club.
on,
DJ,
man.
the DJ wouldn't even acknowledge Dwelle if he walked in.
Come on, man. We
You
need
would
that.
never hear a drop. We got Dwelle in the building.
You're like, oh, brother. Can you ask the bartender for a bottle of water for me, please? Thank you. That'd be it.
So, yeah, man, Tristan is a very cool brother, very talented actor, dabbles in the DJing as well. I seen you. He's a dad dog. I'm sorry, a dog dad.
Dog dad.
Dog dad as well.
Those are
And is also into yoga. A little bit, right?
I feel like you just made up a bunch of stuff.
I seen the dog. You be walking the dog in the Crip
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yes,
Even though you
this is
play the
true.
blood on TV.
This is true.
And I seen you do the yoga. You take the pictures in the yoga when you were going to yoga. I feel like I seen that on the IG too.
Yeah. I've been to 2 yoga classes. The first yoga
Hilarious.
class.
And it came up in an interview. He's like, I did that twice.
The first yoga class I went to was an intermediate hot yoga class for an hour and a half.
Oh no, I would tapped out.
It
too.
was
yoga?
hot. And they said, the instructor was like, it's okay for you to like take off your clothes and stuff. And so I saw people down in their underwear and I was like, well, all right, we're getting to that point where like my shirt is completely soaked as if I just took it out the washer. So I got to take all, and my shorts and my socks, like everything.
Hilarious.
came
So you
off.
just took everything off?
Everything was
He's
off.
like,
except
sir,
my drawers.
we didn't mean that.
But they did.
But
They did. So I took it all off. It was hot as hell. So
Yeah.
you may have seen one of those.
Were you
days.
tired after?
Yes, but very limber.
Hilarious.
I feel like the heat would help with the limberness too. You know, like things are more pliable
immediate.
when you get them wet or you get them hot. So the fact that you're doing hot yoga and you're bending, you're stretching, it seems like you would be more limber doing hot yoga than you would be regular yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to make sense of it because I would never do
like
that
when
shit.
you're cold, it'd be stiffen up. It'd be way too hard to do if you're cold.
Yeah.
So, like,
Because you know,
Oh, Cam, I don't see your camera up. People need to see you too. When you talk, we definitely need to see you,
under
right?
control.
All right, that's it.
Cool,
All
look
right,
at
come
that.
on. Yeah.
This is great.
Hey, man, we out here, man. We're just trying to make it happen. So,
yeah.
did it stop? Because I see in a little circle of death.
My first time doing yoga was hot yoga too, and it was not for beginners. It was rough. I couldn't even drive home really.
Yo, and the thing
It was
was,
tough.
like, I don't know the pose names, and
Yeah.
so they was just saying like, reaching eagle, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is it?
I know downward
Horny
dog
warrior. I don't.
and-
What is that?
Horny warrior. It's like this. You got a sword and you
Frisky
got
monk.
just
We're gonna go
lean
into
with
the
your
frisky
weight.
monk. Can you give a tutorial or at least a reminder?
Curious sloth.
It's either an animal or an epic person. It's either a warrior or just some kind of four-limbed animal.
Listen, do you
Curious giraffe.
remember? Just
It's a neck stretch,
make it
Patrick.
neck long and just like. Listen, I got into yoga when Russell was still at the helm of the old All Day of Digital, and he had a yoga studio in Hollywood, West Hollywood, and he invited, like, we could just take free classes there. And it did regular yoga, hot yoga. They had showers. It was a beautiful studio, and I did it for like 4 or 5 times. I was like, I can get into this, but it was so far from my house. Like West Hollywood isn't
it's not
easily
close. It's
accessible
from
from
Glendale?
anywhere except for West Hollywood. Like, because the 405 is like 6 to 8 miles away from
Oh,
it.
that's right.
And then
It's
the
all back
101 is,
roads.
it's
It's
just
all
all
back
back
roads.
roads. You got to go through the canyon. There's always traffic in the canyon. So I could not make it a thing because it's just like, it's just not accessible at all easily unless you stay in the hills or West Hollywood or Hollywood.
Right.
It's not accessible at all.
I remember
on
the first time I drove down Hollywood and it just became a residential street.
Yes.
You're just like,
You
wait.
talking about some houses?
You're like, wait.
You talking about some houses?
It's just like, club, comedy store, the Roxy, and then just house. And you're
Yes.
like, yo, when did you guys, okay, for sure. And it's
Hella
always
apartment
traffic there.
complexes. Hella
no.
apartment complexes. And niggas on the street with Lamborghinis that say "rent me" on the side. It's You good, brother? You good? You good?
That's weird to me because it's just like, why not just have that car?
Bro, they
Aren't you
you know they
rich?
rent tennis shoes too. You can get like Travis Scott's and all that type of stuff.
You rent
That is
it?
crazy.
Yes, you can rent.
That's
tennis
a thing
shoes.
now?
That is definitely
I'm
a thing.
not surprised though.
Yeah,
That
it's definitely a
makes sense.
thing. I saw this dude on Instagram promoting it, and he's showing like his financials that he makes a month, like for just rent. Like I remember when I first moved out to LA, I remember hearing about people renting outfits and everything.
How much would you pay for that if the shoe itself is like $200?
Well, I mean, if it's $200,
You're
you
probably
wouldn't.
not
Yeah.
renting that. It's probably
You're
the
not. You're
higher
renting.
end,
Yeah, you're
more
renting like
exclusive
the
stuff you're renting.
the Cactus Jacks.
How much
joints,
are those?
Like 600 to 800, depending on
Yeah.
which style.
Shit, them Cactus Jacks is like 15 now.
Yeah.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
From resellers?
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious to
But that's
rent
not-
someone's outfit.
Well, here's the thing.
so funny.
But as we're talking about, I'm thinking like when we think about like wedding suit rentals and like I went to a couple weddings over the summer. It's like there's shoe rentals for those weddings. And
Yeah.
shit. So
that
I'm
makes
like,
sense for like a suit
Yeah, but now
because
niggas
it's like
are-
I don't usually wear suits, so I'm gonna wear suits for this
yeah,
event.
but we wear suits
Word.
for more things than women wear wedding dresses for. So that's why it's always been backwards to me when women buy the wedding dress, but then we rent the suit when we could wear that suit to multiple occasions.
Where-
I think it's like wearing a used if it's not from your mom or your like
Yeah.
grandma seems weird.
It's a custom thing.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of women keep it just for memories.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there's always that thing at later where it's like, I want to see if I can fit into my wedding
Well,
dress.
Farron kept hers, and then she had it tailored and customized into another dress. So we did that on purpose, so she could.
That's
could,
cool.
Yeah.
Like
that
something
is
you
smart
can
as
just
hell.
like wear
yeah.
anywhere.
Mhm.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
She said brunch on Sunday.
Ow.
is that a wedding dress? Was
Fun on Sunday night. All right, so I didn't get a chance to look at the thing. I'm gonna go back and see what we got. I saw disco as far as one of the. I see disco or jazz, disco by itself, West Coast drill. Don't even know West Coast
What is
trap.
that?
What?
Somebody just hollered out Thug Yoda.
What up though?
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either disco,
slow jam,
slow jam.
West Coast inspired theme song.
Okay,
Disco.
somebody said slow jam like Keith Sweat or Johnny Gill.
Essence, were you not here last week?
Oh yeah, we did that. Y'all
That
missed
was
that one.
ripped
That one
off.
got down. It got
Oh, y'all was
busy.
singing?
Yeah, we did. Well, it was supposed to be
Clunk, clunk.
reggaeton, but it turned into something else. it always does.
That was
Okay.
just my excuse to sing Essence. I love that song.
Texas
They could have
Sylvia
said
Polka.
Bluegrass and I would have played that beat.
Okay. I don't even know what West Coast drill is. That does sound
I've
awesome.
never heard
I think
that.
it's
Yeah.
made up.
Yeah, it
Just making up
absolutely.
things now.
Okay, let's
I don't even know how to put those
I go
things,
with something
things
West
together.
Coast. Since you guys are both from the West Coast, and he's born and raised.
This is true.
I was trying to think of how it goes. Still, not Dre Day.
You're playing the sample?
Dude.
Yeah, I was playing the original. Just now, I was playing the Rick James. But I was trying to think of the.
What song is what was the sample again? No, what was the song?
Was that Mary? That wasn't Mary Jane.
That is Mary Jane.
That was Mary Jane? Okay.
Oh, I only know the We Like the Funk. We like the funk. Gotta have that funk. We want the funk. Gotta have that need, gotta have it. We want need funk, y'all. Gotta have that funk.
Okay. All right. So we'll come up with
Da,
something.
da,
So
da,
the
da,
rules are
Undercover
that
Brother was my shit.
we try to rhyme Damn It and That You Scary with Mary, Harry, Larry, Barry, missionary, transitionary,
that's today's.
binary, whatever we could do. And if I'm gonna do the beat, because I think Pat did the beat last time.
Missionary is the word.
He'll start off the rap, and you can hop in with the ad libs. And if you feel comfortable to jump in with a verse, you can do that too.
For sure. I
All
got
right.
add looks like a mug.
All right, let me think of a beat. Here we go. Damn, I just had a good one.
Was it Mary Jane?
You know, Corrupt, like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, here we go. Very, very West Coast. Very West Coast. Great, goddamn me, karaoke song. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
This is
bum,
an
bum,
undisclosed
bum,
black
bum,
dude.
bum, bum,
Since
bum,
the real
bum,
group don't really
bum,
always get the
bum,
credit for this
bum,
song.
bum, 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 bum,
I'ma sing it
bum,
like
bum,
this generically.
bum, bum, bum,
Hey.
bum, bum, bum,
Hey,
bum,
hey,
bum,
hey.
bum,
This
bum,
is how
bum,
it's scary.
bum, bum,
It's
bum,
Saturday
bum,
evening,
bum,
and I'm
bum,
feeling
bum,
fiending.
bum,
I
bum,
look
bum,
on my laptop, it's scary.
bum,
And look,
bum,
there's another
bum,
episode of Damn
bum,
Internet, you
bum,
scary.
bum,
I did my girl
bum,
missionary.
bum,
Afterwards, we had some
bum,
dairy,
bum,
some after milk sex. That after milk sex. After milk sex, yeah. After milk sex. I'ma pass it off to my brother from another mother. After milk sex. Real gas say. Real gas say. It's real scary. It's loud under the sheets. It's loud when we meet. Cause we ain't had no meat. We had some cheese. After milk sex.
I've never had to close both ears. I can't listen to this. It's gonna. I can't. I can't do it. It was too much. There was a lot going on.
Anybody ever had after milk sex?
No.
No, I don't recommend it. No.
At all.
I hear
I've
it's
seen
horrible.
Seen a couple videos, but wasn't a fan.
It's even terrible when you eat too much on a date and then go
Oh my
home
God! Yeah, you gotta
and
eat
then
light.
be intimate. Like you can't.
You gotta eat a little light.
Yeah,
You have to figure out what the meal is before that.
Yes,
So you
it should be
gotta-
seafood.
Yeah.
Seafood.
Why?
Yeah, because for
light?
me, it's lighter than
Yeah.
like
Easier to-
anything
yeah, it
that's
doesn't
like
sit in your stomach.
chicken or red meat.
That
or
is
pork.
true.
Like
But
it's-
that burp though, if you catch a
burp,
person
nigga,
on that
you
burp from that seafood, that shit could
Fishy
end
burp?
the
Just let it
entire
come out
night.
the nose and you're good.
Oh nah.
But
I feel
this-
like it lingers longer.
It's hotter when it come out the nose. For some reason, that temperature be like 10 degrees higher when it come out your nose.
that burp is for sure dangerous. But I see what you're saying. Like I've never had a seafood meal where I felt like full, like I was just like, oh, I want to go to sleep. Unless it was like gumbo or something. And who's eating gumbo on a date?
Word.
Mexican food is very risky.
Can't do it.
Oh,
If she's
man.
like, let me get the enchilada, I'm like, well,
Well, I guess we're literally just Netflixing tonight. There will be no chili.
Maybe in the morning.
I get it though.
go to, let me get the lasagna, extra peppers. It's
Oh
like,
wow!
Well,
Just
I'm
at
gonna
the-
have rice.
Just at the crib like that. Well, here's the thing though. If you are ordering food at the crib with Postmates, I get all of my favorite foods from the local restaurants in my neighborhood delivered. No leaving the house. And even better, no getting in the car and having to find parking, having to find parking spots, having to walk in, remember my mask, all of that. No, I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm rocking with Postmates. It isn't just burritos and sushis. You can also get phone chargers on demand too. That's because places like
Clutch.
Walgreens and 7-Eleven are
Clutch.
also on Postmates. And my favorite part is when the app lets me know that my food and my items have delivered. And I get that little chime, that little reminder, hey, they at the gate waiting for you. I said, oh. I clutch my pearls, I put on my smoking jacket, and I go outside.
My smoking jacket.
It doubles as my outside jacket. And I go meet the person. I grab my stuff, man. And all you have to do right now is just download Postmates on iOS and Android. Find your favorite food spot or the one thing that you forget to do from the store every time you go, and get it delivered on demand. And for a limited time, Postmates is giving just our listeners a little something extra. New customers will get 50% off your first 5 orders of $50 or more when you use the code YouScary. You hear me? First time. All right, so you just download Postmates, you use the code YouScary, and if your total is $50 or more, you will get 50% off of that. You understand? So you're paying $25 for a $50 food or meal or device or whatever it may be, but you're getting 50% off. You can't beat that. That code is YouScary, YOUSCARY, to get 50% off your first 5 orders of $50 or more. The max savings is $100 per order, okay? So if you buy something for $200, you're only paying $100 for it. Just download the Postmates app and sign up online. It's super easy. The offer is subject to change in taxes and fees apply. Offer valid for 30 days after you sign up and add the promo code to your account. But do it now. You won't be disappointed. You hear me?
Yeah. Listen, Postmates has most of my money.
Man.
Especially when the pandemic, I was.
Oh,
I even
since
did the free trial
2020,
of, like, their unlimited.
Postmates, hook me up with some stock, please. Please, I gotta be like 13% of your revenue. It's
Bro, the
every
world has
day.
changed so much. Remember when Netflix was still sending out DVDs?
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember when Netflix was sending out DVDs.
Same.
When did they stop?
I think they still do. I think you can still get DVDs from some places.
I
Really?
thought I
I
saw
think
one
so.
this year, and I was like, "How old is
Yeah,
You
this?"
have
red
to,
envelope?
don't you have to be grandfathered
but I
in
guess
for
they
that,
still
though?
do it.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's
I
middle,
don't think they do that for everybody. I think
Probably
you have to be
not.
grandfathered in.
middle
Yeah.
America.
Yeah,
You
my
have to be,
old
like doing it ahead of time, like back when they were
That's
just
middle
DVDs
America.
and
Yes.
then, yeah.
My,
all those
my old
people who
roommate.
can't work the remote and they can't switch inputs.
Netflix is probably the
put it
easiest
in my
one to
mailbox.
work. It's probably
Yeah.
the most user friendly one
They got
to
a
work.
great interface.
They do, because
Well, they've been
Amazon
doing it the
sometimes I'll be like,
longest,
it's
so-
too much. It's too much. on
Also,
Amazon.
if you took all the PlayStations out of the world, I couldn't find a DVD player
Oh, that's the
to
thing, too.
save my life. Does anybody have like a standalone DVD player? Do you have one?
No, at my parents' home back in Syracuse, she still has a DVD.
Yeah.
player. She has a DVD VHS player, the double deck.
Did anybody have a
massive.
Blu-ray, like an actual
I did.
Blu-ray?
I had the DVD
I did.
Blu-ray. It
Wait.
doubled as both.
No, I
go-
didn't.
yeah.
I had a PS3. Never
That's what
mind.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
All of us, when them attaching the PlayStation was the smartest thing.
Oh,
I wouldn't
yeah.
have known
Hell
what
yeah.
Blu-ray.
Makes so much
Because
sense.
what made it that expensive? It was like an $80 movie, and they were like
Yes.
crispier.
It's
Yeah.
they can it allows you more resolution. You could do actual 4K in it, but most of your TVs weren't 4K, so you weren't seeing it anyways. But it was just
So they did that ahead of TVs.
basically it was the next step above DVD, and then we went streaming, and they're like nobody's using discs anymore, and it was kind of like, well, that's it, because the old ones read with a red light, and then Blu-ray read with a blue light, so you could transfer more information via blue light than red light. That's the
That sucks to be-
technology
Cam be
behind it.
knowing shit. This is why we had to get the Cam.
Cam.
We got to figure out something to put in there like the Cam, because Cam be knowing.
He pops in. Actually, it's the codec is H.264.
That would be funny to pop in for facts.
Yeah, what was that? It wasn't right there. He just popped in like, actually. Every time he did this.
I don't need to
most
Google
actually.
anymore.
We don't need to Google anything with Cam in here, man.
It's
But
much easier.
we I don't know what you want to start with, Pat, but
You got some
really
scary stuff.
I do, and I'm just going to.
It's
if
Halloween.
You don't mind,
it's the
if I
week.
could
It's
just,
the week of Halloween. Yeah.
I just want
Let's
to
start
jump
with
into that first one that I was telling you about. And this is it, people. So there is a case of a flesh-eating STD.
Aren't they all?
Nah, I mean,
Boom.
Not flesh-eating.
Flesh eating?
Flesh
No
eating
one's
is
ever
a
woken
different
up and
type
was
of
like, I have
bacteria.
one ball now.
This
She
one
burned me.
is a flesh
I was uncircumcised
eating.
yesterday.
Oh, helpful flesh eating?
Thank you, chlamydia.
Where's that sweater?
The
But yeah,
turtleneck.
this is a flesh-eating STD,
too.
and there were a couple cases that were, I think, 30 cases they found last year.
How
in
does
the
an
UK.
STD spawn? I thought we had all of them.
Yeah, well, that was 2019. I'm sorry, 2019. They had 30 cases of this STD in the UK, but the rise of infection in the past 2 years could pose a public health risk.
How do you say it?
The name of it?
Yeah.
What is it? That disease called? They're calling
Is it what is? I think it is.
Donovanois.
Donovanosis?
Donovanosis.
Whoever that scientist
got it.
was
Donovan.
did not like a nigga named Donovan.
Donovan
He was
definitely
waiting
fucked
to find a disease.
Donovan definitely fucked his shit.
Donovanitis. Call it
He
Donovanosis.
was fucking some weird shit, and that's where it came from.
So the symptoms of Donovanitis is bulging red bumps, damaged skin, and the loss of genital tissue and color.
Oh my god.
And color?
Yes. So
I mean,
they
tissue
have
is the big one.
they
but-
have antibiotics that can fight it, which is great. You know what I mean? But it's still like
How are new ones?
But
People-
does it grow
people-
back?
I don't know. I don't know if it's reoccurring.
It's not like gingivitis for your dick.
Yeah, it says treated with antibiotics, but
Yeah.
not cured. So,
So
it
it's
must
probably
be.
you keep it at bay.
God.
So you've got like, oh, I'm good this week. I'm good,
But
and then it comes back, and you gotta take the
Skin
antibiotics again.
eating. Where was this? In South
UK.
America?
It just has the UK.
Oh. Wow, that was kind of racist. shouldn't have thrown a suggestion out there.
Yeah, when you have to say this, like, well, what do you think about them? Like nothing. I just
Where's
I just
South
said
America?
Yeesh.
What does that mean?
Yeesh.
Well, my bad, my fellow Brazilians.
He said Berlin.
UK, yeah. It says, did yours say beefy red ulcers?
What the
Oh my-
fuck?
they
is
could-
that?
Why
Why
would
do
you
they
put
put
that in a
beefy?
medical?
That
Why
just
would
makes
you
it-
put that in a that? Okay,
That's not
well,
a medical
Beefy
term.
is
At all.
it's very it's a very descriptive adjective.
beefy red.
So a red ulcer would just be like, oh, it's a little ulcer, but a
This is
beefy is
beefy.
like, what's up, motherfucker? I'm here.
I'm here to eat up your balls and dick, nigga.
The ulcer
not
has
getting
a
it
hat on
It pulls-
backwards.
It pulls the underwear down like, here, look at me. hey.
The doctor's like, this is a very beefy ulcer, and notice that it has brass knuckles on.
This is the dentist's office, by the way. You weren't even here for that. Girl, look at me too.
Brass knuckles say burn, scorched.
Burn balls. Wow. Well, yeah, that's out there. So you know,
I think I know how it got here.
Wow.
In a weirdly good transition, someone took a photo that went viral of, and this was in the cookie aisle of the supermarket, of someone shoved an entire steak into their pants.
Come on, I saw that
out
shit.
of the plastic.
That's
They
how it
left the
happened, yeah.
plastic. They said that's why I said beefy red.
That's
The-
where it
Someone took it out. If you're gonna steal it, just steal the whole thing, my boy.
Word.
Listen,
You took it out the thing like that was gonna like.
that's gonna.
it's
more
gonna go
evidence.
past
It's more
the-
evidence that a steak
yeah,
is
it's
missing.
gonna be
Yes.
blood coming out your, and also
Right.
like it's not like the metal detector is not gonna go out. You know what I mean? Like he just had steak on the nuts, and now we got
How
Donovanosis.
badly did he want steak?
Right. And who is eating it?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
who's
saying.
he
You gotta
cooking-
smuggle it
Who
out.
is he cooking that for?
Bleach it, then hit it with steak flavored seasoning. It's ridiculous. I couldn't imagine like pulling some steak out my pants like dinner.
Get some weed tonight, y'all.
Your family, unless your family is raccoons. This was unacceptable.
Beef
that
is what's
is
for
that
dinner.
is very weird. When I saw that, I was just like, huh. Maybe they got it socked in their eye and they just pulled it out and just put it on their eye. I didn't actually.
You could
cook
get
with
frozen peas and not even deal
Yeah, you
with
can
the
get
mess.
a lot of
Peas are
different better
gross.
This
stuff
is
than
true.
meat.
This is true. You don't like peas?
Peas are fucking disgusting. They are
It
so
depends.
nasty. They're so nasty. Peas
Raw?
are never good.
What about
yes.
split pea soup? A split pea soup?
That might be good. No, here's the thing. It's the texture.
I haven't
for
had
me.
it in a while.
Cause you bite into the peas and then it's all mushy and then
Yeah.
it just tastes like a musty, soupy mess. Like it's just
But
not
all,
Musty,
fucking
soupy
all
good.
mess.
vegetables are horrible if you think about it in their raw state.
Not true.
I don't agree.
Carrots need a little something. Brussels sprouts, we were tricked our whole life thinking that was like lima beans. And then all of a sudden, restaurants started using them with bacon and
If
toasting
you
them.
cook the vegetables
They're
correctly, they taste
great.
great.
They're amazing.
Now, here's the thing.
Broccolini, I didn't know about. That's good.
Broccolini is so good.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
right.
Also
that
been
just
out
dropped.
2019.
radishes are for. What is a radish for?
You never had pickled radishes?
Yeah, but like it goes with what though? You wouldn't eat it by itself, right?
It's also a palate cleanser, right?
Yeah, it's one of those kind of. I don't, honestly.
So you eat stuff and then you eat like it's kind of like why what's the green stuff?
Cilantro?
I think it's cilantro. You eat cilantro to cleanse your palate. It just be on like there with wings.
What's that
No,
other
not
shit?
cilantro.
There
I
is
believe
something else that
celery
goes
would
on
probably be
plates.
closer to a palate.
Not
that you're not really supposed to be eating.
celery.
The
It's a garnish that just like sits there.
Parsley?
The green
Pretty-
thing.
Parsley?
Parsley is what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Okay.
Then you're,
Yeah, parsley.
okay.
So I guess there's just stuff that you just eat to like cleanse your palate, which I don't really know what that means, Cam.
It basically, well, I'm not gonna give you any scientific definition. It just clears
However
out
you
the
are.
bad taste in my opinion.
Does
So,
it like resets the palate so you can
Yeah.
get like a clear
There's not
description
lingering-
of taste for the next food?
Exactly.
That's what I thought it was,
Interesting.
but it's also like I'm not eating stuff that needs that. Like if I have a taco, I don't need to do that, and then it's
Well,
like, let me try this ice
Usually
cream.
a palate cleanser is for people who do taste testing and that. They need that because if you taste one thing and then taste the other thing, if the previous thing's still there, it's going to be a lingering effect on the second thing you taste. So you have to clear.
But
you have to,
that's
like,
the
reset
great
it.
part of eating. Like if you have some steak and then you have some mashed potatoes
Yes.
like that, I want that.
Yeah, but
If you're trying to
Well,
taste
what that-
test
but,
that
but if
diet
you but if you
different
got
things,
if
it
you're
doesn't
going
work.
from dinner to dessert, you don't want still like steak or mashed potatoes on the back of your tongue, like because they do it at a lot of Asian themed restaurants too.
Yeah.
They give you like
I
the
see
matcha
that.
ice cream or something like that. They
That's
like
a
clean
good-
your palate
Yeah.
before you have the dessert or whatever it may be. So
Does ginger do that too?
I thought
For
ginger
a
did.
sushi-
Yeah, it could be.
I think so, right?
I
just
thought
like
ginger
it.
cleansed the
I
palate.
I,
just
I
like it.
use it the wrong way. Like I know you're supposed to take ginger and wasabi and mix it with the soy sauce. I learned that as an
Yeah.
adult.
Oh shit.
But my whole life I've been just putting like a little blanket of ginger on the top of the sushi,
Yes,
and
sir.
then just a general booger of wasabi.
Wasabi's strong. You put too
Because
much
it's
on
like,
there, it's-
yeah,
I
we
like
learned,
it.
everybody. I feel like if you didn't grow up in that culture, you learned the wrong way by just
Oh,
eating
absolutely.
it. and you're
I
like,
definitely do.
Whoa.
I will put like I cautiously like dabbled with wasabi. Then when I got a hang of it, I'll put a glob on there, chew it up, and then hold my breath and swallow it the food. And then exhale and just get that burning in my
thought
nose,
dick
like.
real quick.
It's like, oh, this nigga's sushi. Oh, dick.
We still talking about sushi or dick? Oh, okay, my
No,
bad.
'cause you said you swallowed it.
Yeah,
And whenever
You
somebody
never
the
know
says
who you're
entire
dealing with.
context
Oh,
switched.
now everybody's mature. Now everybody's mature, and now we wouldn't have said that.
Yes.
You might not have, but Pat would have been like, "Whoa, what are we talking about?" If this is Squadcast, Pat would have definitely took the dick joke on that one.
took the dick joke. You take this dick joke. Yeah, I'm taking the dick joke.
He said he swallowed it.
This is
Took
why-
the whole 8.
This is why I don't do anything. This is why I hate it here. Speaking of penis,
Okay.
if yours could use a little jump start, you know, if you feel like that you could use a stiff breeze, because the fall is here. That's right, fellas. The fall is here. You know, some of you guys are waking up in the morning, pitching tents and all of that. I just want to remind you and let you know that this episode is
Happens.
sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. You just got to lead with the right leg. You understand me? And when you're dealing with Blue Chew, you are
Nice.
definitely going to do that. All right? Blue Chew really help you step up to the plate. It's a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. And you can take them anytime, day or night, so you
take
can
this
plan
fucking
ahead and be ready when
I'll
the
do that.
opportunity arises. The process is simple. You sign up at BlueChew.com. You consult with one of the licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you receive your prescription within days. And the best part is you do it all online, so there are no doctor visits, there's no awkward conversations, there's no waiting in line at the pharmacy, somebody looking over your shoulder. What you getting? Get out my back, okay?
Yeah.
Get out of my business. And Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA, and they are prepared and they ship directly to your door in a discreet package. So it's usually cheaper than going to the pharmacy. Now, I've got all the bullet points out the way. Let me tell you why we rock with Blue Chew.
Oh,
Pat already
tell 'em.
put one on. Pat
Yeah,
put one
this
on
is-
the
he
bus.
sure
This
did.
is Pat.
I call this a wallet chew.
Hold on.
I have a wallet chew, I have a fanny chew, and I have a duffel chew. The fanny chew goes in the fanny pack, by the way. Just in case that needed some
Pat
clarification.
ain't the only one. Listen. The Blue Chew is a fish shoe. Do you understand me? Listen,
like our
Blue Chew is a brand we've been rocking with for years, something that we like strongly believe in. We didn't need it. We just wanted to see what the possibilities were, and the possibilities were so magical.
It's hard to go back, though.
It is hard to go back. It's like if somebody gives you the ability to fly, they be like, all right.
You're not gonna get in
you
traffic
try,
again.
Yeah, you
Well,
try
I would
again.
be
I'm
upset.
never
I would
gonna
be
do
upset.
that again. I'm never gonna use it again. I mean, not use it again anyway. So, fellas, trust me. You want to try it out? Give it a try, man. You do everything online. It's time to get off the couch and back to work.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you have the tools needed to upgrade your life. All right, head over to BlueChew.com, fellas. I'm gonna hook you guys up with a free month of Blue Chew.
Take
you heard
it.
right, a free month of Blue Chew.
Take
Try
it,
Blue
the
Chew for
month.
free when you use the promo code DIYS at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. So go to BlueChew.com right now. Use the promo code DIYS to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring
Thank
this
you, Blue
podcast.
Chew.
And we thank them for
Thank you.
rocking with us.
What's in your hand?
Huh? Oh, this is lotion. I was going to put some lotion on my hand.
Oh,
Are you about to use that Bluetooth right now?
No. No.
Blue Chew is so good, I would use it for self-pleasure as well.
I've done it before.
I'd impress myself. Like,
I definitely did
another
impress
one?
myself. I was like, oh, well, look at you.
Round
You just
two,
out
huh?
here, huh?
Round
you just
2, huh?
out here being veiny.
These things are a life changer. My
Man.
monthly amount has crept up over the.
Yeah, I started with
Over
10
the
too, and then
year.
I was like 15. Why not? Let's give it a try.
You said,
Give it a
are you
try.
at the 15?
I was at the 15.
I'm maybe. I might. Probably.
I had a hot boy summer.
You want to try it?
So, yep.
I've been
so
giving out samples. Here
Thank
you go.
you. In my pocket it goes.
Only happy customers. Only happy customers. But you got to be careful who you give the blue D. I
You
call it
do,
the
man.
blue
You
D.
can't, everybody's not worthy of it.
Can't give the blue D to everybody.
Everybody's
You know what I mean?
not worthy of it, man. I had a hot boy summer. I was out here, and I was wearing joggers. I know we supposed to wait too far, but I was wearing joggers with no drawers in the summertime, just letting people know what's going on.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
taking
yeah.
taking the tube
Let
just
me tell you,
before,
I was
just to
taking
get
the
a print?
chew. I was taking the chew before I went to the supermarket, and
That's
before I went to
genius.
bank, I didn't have to wait no lines. You understand me? The
That's
print
genius.
was prevalent.
They
You
were like,
understand me?
sir,
That print was present.
counter number 5, please.
Self-check.
Listen, it would be like this. I would this would walk in first, and then I come in like
This is like a stretch limousine.
Damn cartoon.
Wait, remember how cartoons, whenever they did they stretch limousines, the hood would be long as shit.
I know.
Yes.
I knew exactly. Like it would take like a minute, and then it'd show the driver, and then it'd be another 2 minutes, and then some long Lego stuff.
Yes,
You're
that
like,
was me,
how does he
baby.
turn left?
That was me.
BS.
That was me. Just out here stunting. Just stunting for no reason. I had no reason for doing like that, but I did it.
Oh my god.
All right, so
times.
it is the week of Halloween.
Good times.
It's a couple scary stories. But before we do that, I just want to say there is a movie on Netflix called Veronica. Have you heard about it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Only 1 in 100 people were able to complete the full movie.
What? Oh, challenge accepted.
Why?
Released in 2017, the horror is based on a true story, and some say it is the scariest movie ever made. If it was released in 2017, I feel like I would have heard about it.
Is it foreign or is it a foreign
I
film or domestic?
believe it's foreign.
If it's foreign, then it's probably really scary. Yeah.
They just got it right.
There's not as many rules. They don't have like
Yeah.
the MPA
Wait, that
and
clip
all that.
looks.
You know what's
Oh.
crazy to me?
I mean,
is
right?
our rating
It doesn't give me scariest movie of all
for-
time.
for movies.
Yeah,
like they
overstretched
will
mouths get me.
give a movie where they are shooting people left and
Right.
right, but long as there's no blood,
Blood's
then
the
it's just
thing.
PG-13. But if you show one nipple, one ass cheek, now it's rated R. But what are you more
NC-17
likely
or whatever?
to encounter as a kid? Are you
That's
more
right.
likely
Nipples.
to encounter some nipples?
I've
Or an
encountered
AK-47
lot of
being
nipples.
shot out of a helicopter while somebody jumps down and swan dives into a pool, you're more likely to see
well,
these
what
nipples.
country are we talking about?
Huh?
I mean, yeah, foreign films are much more loose. They're much more loose with their sex in movies versus violence. Like, if you go in Europe, violence is like you get hard R's for any type of violence.
Right.
Whereas, like, sex in that is like, oh, well, this is a natural thing. Why are
It's
we
a
gonna...
natural
Right,
thing,
but there's
man.
other parts where
Titties,
sex
bro.
don't even fly. I didn't we I forget what show that was. But there's a lot of parts in Black Blasphemy. We found out that there's a lot of parts of Indian cultures
Oh, yeah.
where kissing isn't allowed to be shown. If it shows 2 people about to kiss, it'll cut to like 2 flowers, kind of like
Brushing
Oh, wow.
against each other.
yeah. Because it's
weak,
just very,
bruh.
very.
That's it. So weak
I
for
didn't
me.
say
And
that.
there's no disrespect to him. I like what I like, man. I don't like. It's like even with porn, bro. I don't need all the build up and the lighting and the
Just
storyline.
cut to the chase.
Give me the POV. I want to see
Sometimes-
penis entering vagina.
No, I think the world needs both. Just like the way
man.
you need Soldier Boy and Common, you can't have one or the other. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Imagine
Sometimes,
if Common was singing some fucking Soldier Boy songs. Hey, yo,
or if
it's your
that's who
boy
we
Common
depend on
Sense.
for strip clubs,
Watch the road, comment as I roll the road.
DJ was dropping B in strip clubs. Like, we couldn't do that.
Go. And on the count of 3.
You can't do that. So I feel
that
like we
hoe.
need both. Like, Blacked came out and changed the game. It was all it's production value. It looks like they shut down the street just to shoot that. And it's like it's always like
When is Black? Is that
Black? It's like the new like porn company that does like high production value. It's always like some white women getting out the club. Somehow they met some random nigga in there that they about to go smash, and then like cuts. It's very high production value. You'd be like, you forget you're masturbating, and you'd be like, man, this is some good shots. Who directed
I
this?
don't. Long as it's 780, 720 and higher.
Okay.
I really don't care about the production.
What
But
you
I
talking
like it when the floor is a little dirty and
Amateur.
she got on mismatched bra and panty or mismatched socks because that
I
means
like
she wasn't
amateur.
even planning on giving him no ass. My nigga finessed that ass
You'd
up
be
out of her.
surprised.
Unexpected.
Yeah, the unexpected ass. She
intercourse.
came over, she got the baggy t-shirt on and this, the titties. I like that.
I think they caught on to that, and they're like, I'm gonna mismatch my panties, but I'm still
I
gonna
don't
give him
care.
some,
Create
so
that
I can
illusion.
say like, oh man, I
Ignorance
didn't
is
even
bliss,
know.
Pat. Ignorance is bliss. I will take it.
I like the amateur shit.
I love amateur,
Amateur
bro.
shit. It's like this nigga recorded this on his phone.
Yes.
Same.
Because
Seems real.
Because when the camera's
great.
there, you can tell when they're turning it on for the camera. When it's amateur, they really don't be talking that much or moaning that much unless that nigga's throwing that dick in the hula hoop style. Like
Throwing that dick in a hula hoop.
yeah, when you got the
No, it threw
When
me
you
off. And I
shift
was like,
the hips.
oh, circle.
Yeah,
That's
That's how you
great.
hula hoop.
yeah, you gotta do it like that. When you see them doing that, and she be like, huh?
I learned that
When
from porn.
When she pushed the stomach back, when she's like, that right, that's real. That's
push
authentic.
away.
That push away is authentic. It's all about they looking at the camera. Oh yeah, give me that big dick. Nobody has ever really said that during normal sex.
If
for
you're really
real.
putting it down, they're not really yelling like
They
that.
not. They
It'd be
reaching
every
for
now and
stuff.
then. It'll
They
be like,
they moaning.
Where's the edge of the bed so I don't fall off?
When you really fucking, they don't give a fuck. They'll break their neck. Like, well, listen, if I don't get this nut, then it was all for nothing. So you got to finish the job.
throw that dick in a hula hoop.
Hey, throw that dick.
No, I mean I like amateur too, but I bounce back and forth. You know what I mean? Like it's like the difference between a Leo DiCaprio and like a YouTuber. They're both making money. They both
Yeah.
they both on camera.
Word.
But it'd be like there'd be the professional stuff and then the amateur stuff, which is like jumping on YouTube.
I saw one of the most fire porn videos, and she basically did it to fuck this nigga, to a Tory Lanez song, and I was like, this song is dope as fuck. And she created her own video where she was just masturbating, but the production value was high, and it just
How was it
looked
high?
dope.
Multicam?
It was probably.
For a
It was
masturbation
a
video?
high, it was a
Yo,
high
I've
production
seen
value.
that.
There was slow-mo
Was she looking
in
in all the cameras?
It looked like a music video for
Masturbating over here.
masturbation.
Wow. Hilarious. The Bad Boys 2 shot.
that Jerry Bruckheimer?
She stood up real slow. We do it for fun.
Let me tell you something. I was watching one video and I was rubbing it out, and I realized that they were like the TV on the video was of one of the episodes of Law and Order that I love.
Bing,
And
bing.
I was like, whoa! I like literally mid-stroke. I stopped. I was like, oh, this is the one with the deli. I finished the video, went straight to Hulu, and watched that episode of Law and Order right after.
The fact that the thing that triggered your memory was the scene with the sandwiches.
No, I
You did walk
didn't. The crime took place in the deli.
It's the one with that deli with the pastrami on hot
minute.
bread with mustard.
Hold on a second.
They use whole pickles too. It's the scene with the side of chili cheese fries. I've never seen a dilly do that.
I like what I like.
A Law and Order scene where the nigga is just stroking it out like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about this. Hey guys, can I just get back to work? I'm in the middle of a scene right now.
Boom, boom.
Oh my God.
Good times though. Huh?
So y'all watching Veronica?
I totally forgot that's what we were talking about.
We talked about porn for 15 minutes.
I'm gonna check out Veronica. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it during the day though.
It's probably something that's like disturbing, and that's why people probably don't want to watch.
Interesting.
But it says that they weren't able to complete it because like the first Exorcist was more disturbing to me than like scary. Like there were some scenes that were like, oh, this is scary, but it wasn't until after where I was like, I couldn't even look at beds for a minute. I would just like walk past beds with headboards for a minute because of like the creepiness. But like scary, like I can't finish this. 1 in 100, that's a lot. Like you know how scary something has to be for me to be like, no more.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like. Okay.
Y'all
Yeah.
watched it?
It's
It's not
probably-
scary.
It's not
They said Sherry Barnes. Sherry Barnes is pretty gangster though. She says it's not scary, but I don't. Sherry Barnes is in her 30s and she willingly doesn't drink, so I also don't trust her.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
probably
she-
looked
that's a
down the
choice.
barrel of a gun. Like, what's
Yeah.
up then?
Yeah, she walked. She stays like an hour away from DC proper, and then like she walked to DC on her own. Like, so she's a different breed. right there.
Damn.
You can't trust Sherry.
Biblically,
Yeah,
Right,
so-
I was about to say if that's an hour driving,
that's
then
a quest.
a day.
Yeah, she
Walking.
had.
Nah,
She,
she had a
she had
stick
like a
with the
water
polka
camel
dots on
thing
it.
on. And-
The damn satchel on it. Going to see a Tahir's More show, I reckon.
Well, sun's getting low. Bro, better pull out my rations.
Uber and taxi has been around so long, it like stresses me out to think about how hitchhiking actually was a
Nigga,
thing.
Oh yeah.
Like just anyone who wants to, please.
So you gotta think
Man,
about the people driving. Like, oh, I want somebody in my car with me. I'm gonna pick them up.
For real, that it seems like
Word.
only people who want to hurt me would do that. You just gotta just like roll the dice on if you can fight them or not.
And I'm sure there were motherfuckers driving out there who was just like, all right, let's see who we could pick up today.
No,
Zodiac-
absolutely.
Zodiac was like that.
No, that's for sure
yeah, that's
serial
right.
killers. I wonder if anybody like would like size him up and be like, nah, he look like he got hands. I want to kill somebody, but
I don't want to get killed in the process. I don't want to die in the process.
no. He's
Just need a
big.
quick stab. Start my day. My coffee machine stopped working.
He look like he fights.
Well, listen, speaking of starting your day, introducing a new way to start your day with Super Beats Heart Chews, all right?
Okay.
They're a tasty treat that give you the energy you need to get a good start for you. No more afternoon coffees, energy drinks, and candy for a pick-me-up. Add 2 delicious plant-based Super Beats Heart Chews to your morning routine and promote healthy heart energy for your day without a caffeine crash, all right? Because Super Beats Heart Chews are unique and they're clinically researched, grapeseed extracts promotes healthy heart energy and normal blood pressure as a part of a healthy lifestyle. Now, I will say this, as I get older in life, I'm realizing the importance of a healthy life and a healthy diet, and I'm really taking like 5 vitamins every day.
Wow.
Just to keep
I take more.
my immune system up, because I'm doing all of this traveling, and that's why I started with healthy heart as well. Because the heart chews, because I want to make sure that I'm ensuring the longevity of my career by ensuring the longevity of my life. So anything that is promoting that healthy heart, and then also I already have blood pressure issues, so anything that can help that as well, I'm already on it. So I want you guys to check this out. Join the over 1 million customers. Get a free shipping and returns and a 90-day money-back guarantee. And right now, you can get a free 30-day supply with your first purchase at superbeats.com/DIYS. Again,
Yes.
at superbeats.com/DIYS. You get a 90-day money-back guarantee. You get free shipping and returns, and you get a free 30-day supply with your first purchase at superbeats.com/DIYS. Man,
Come
health
on.
is wealth, bro.
I like it.
Amen.
I've been starting like to take vitamins too, and I feel like they're little power ups. Like if you research what each one does, you can kind of just think of them like that. And beets get a bad rep. I actually enjoy the taste of beets.
I
This is the
like
second time
them.
we've talked about beets.
Beets are sweet, man.
I like beets.
They are sweet.
wait,
They
are
have a
they-
very unique. I mean, and it says like when you do the beet juice and stuff
Yeah.
like that and all that. Like I like the beet juice. It adds it's a very unique flavor. There's nothing that tastes quite like a beet.
It's like an earthy, like a sweet,
Yeah.
earthy taste.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the fucking
It almost
flavor.
has like when it's cooked like around the holidays, it has like a meat texture a little bit.
kind of like mushrooms.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
jackfruit and stuff. Yeah,
Jackfruit.
exactly. Yeah, mushrooms is a
Jackfruit
good
my
example.
nigga.
That's what I
Jackfruit
would
is
have
cool.
to- my
Jackfruit
nigga,
came through in the
jackfruit, yeah.
in the clutch. We thought that the future of vegetarian, meat things were gonna be like soy and all that stuff. I don't know where jackfruit came from, but like jackfruit tacos, come on.
Jackfruit just came on the scene like a hot rapper. Like, yo, where you come from? Like, remember when the baby just popped up and just exploded?
why
Like,
was I just
yo, where you come
The
from?
baby?
The baby is jackfruit. Like, it just popped on the scene. Was like, all right, this is good.
Came in rapping fast and shit.
Yeah,
Man.
You
said
the
the-
beats.
Bitch can't make me into multiple things. Nah.
It's a
I
good
could be
debate.
chicken. I could be beef. I could be pork. I could be whatever you want.
Let's go.
It's literally like an industry plant because it was like, where was it's
No
not like
pun
we grew
intended.
up knowing like apples, watermelon, jackfruit.
Yeah.
It came
Yeah.
out with vegans.
Yes.
It dropped
popped
with
on the
vegans.
scene and just exploded too.
I'm telling you, man,
It's been
this-
topping the
this
charts ever
vegan
since it dropped
scientists.
too.
Yeah, see, y'all need to
Jackfruit is the Drake. Like, it's right now. It's like on everything.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know it. So far gone, man.
Is it purple?
Yeah, that looks good.
So
See,
you
y'all
get
need to do a
multiple
show
different ones.
called
The
Damn
the
God,
fruit
You
itself
Scary.
is huge.
Damn God. Oh man, there's so many things in the world that like really freak me out. It's crazy. Just the body alone. Like with I have diverticulitis and it flares up like maybe
You
once a
said
year.
Devonitis?
Diverticulitis. So basically, like small food gets caught in the intestinal pockets of my stomach, like in my intestine, and so it gets very painful, and I can't like sleep.
Yikes.
And it's like I get back pain, stomach pains, all that type of stuff. But like just to think that a grain of rice and some couscous could take me out.
How
Because
so?
that's all it is. Because it's small pieces of food. Like I have to stay away from like grains, rice.
It just catches?
pistachios. Yeah, because they get caught in those pockets for some reason. Like
And
to
then it
some
like
people,
builds on top of it.
it just causes immense pain.
It's think of like a kidney stone. They're like super tiny, but they're really painful.
Yeah,
How do you
And
know
you have
these
to you have to
things?
just wait for it to go out, or it's
I have to
stuck.
take medication. So I take medication. I take two antibiotics for like a week, and then it just kind of clears up. But that whole week, and then while it's building, like it starts when I feel a pain in my lower abdomen on my left side. And then it's onset just back pain, and I can never get comfortable, and it also causes some scrotum pain. So like you're laying down, and you have to just constantly move them things around, just make sure that your leg isn't on them. Like it's
because
it's
of a
very-
little piece of food.
Yeah,
Really?
the food particles would get stuck in those pockets.
And it depends on the type of food that you eat. If it
The
does
smaller
it, or
the
any
food,
type
the smaller
food.
the foods, the more likely to happen. So if if I have a diet with heavy rice, brown rice, heavy grains, heavy like couscous and stuff like that, yeah, it would definitely aggravate.
But you
it.
chew food, so everything is
You
tiny
chew
by the
most
time.
food. You
A
chew
lot of
most
times,
food.
like a grain of rice will get through though. You want
Yeah.
you can't chew everything.
So it's better to not chew it because you said the
I just, have
tinier
to, I
the
just
better.
have to be mindful of my diet. I just can't have too much rice. I can't have too many grains. I can't have too many nuts.
That's
Nuts will get yeah.
That's trash.
Because
I
even
love
though you
rice.
chew nuts, like nuts are so small, like a piece of the nut will still go. It'll still pass through, and it can pass through everything else, but it might just get caught in that lining, and then once that door is open, and it'll just start building. And it comes on fast too. Like
it stays and then stuff builds on it.
yeah.
What, like other food or just stuff?
I think other food, not just stuff like just food, man.
I hate how inefficiently we're built in that sense.
Yeah,
We're pretty efficiently built otherwise, though.
Word.
Yeah, well,
I be
no.
hearing some stuff that's like, what's happening in here? Damn.
We got acid in here that's not coming outside
some
of our body?
nucos and the white blood cells are like, hey, yo, who's
Wait,
my
wait,
man?
wait,
Who
wait,
my
he don't
man?
belong
Who
here,
my
he don't
man?
belong here, who that?
On the flip side of that, the air tube and the food tube are connected, and they
It's
weren't
right
like,
here.
let's do a different tunnel. No, they're like, nah, it's the same thing. So you're trying to drink water and you just choke because you swallow it.
Word.
Yeah.
The
It's
just-
esophagus just closes,
Yeah,
or
it's like-
whatever the other one is. I don't know.
It's like a train, right? One closes and it.
But sometimes
That
it doesn't
shit is
close
so
all the way.
cool.
I'm like, why did we make the same tube for both things?
I mean, it
God
does
was
like
like,
a
he had
100
us
million
busy.
things.
he had a date. Yeah, it was like, hey man, I gotta go take these angels off
On
for some-
throat day?
for some-
God, there's so much stuff you have to finish right here.
he said,
Make
I
the
was-
niggas cough, okay? I'm going.
I've got another universe to prepare, okay?
What? All right, well, Heart Day's tomorrow. You better be here. This shit go end quick.
He said, do you want jackfruit or not? Okay.
Now, you're not gonna get it right away. Everybody, anyway, you're not gonna get it right away. But when you get it, it's gonna be fire. Trust your boy. Man.
Yeah, I just learned about kind of like COVID and what happens like when
Just
it.
learned about it?
Well, I mean, just like what happens, like how it sits at the back of your throat and it has to like penetrate your membrane and then multiply itself as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And it's crazy when you think about these things that have to like spread and multiply to survive, which is so it kind of like made me like understand like what the vaccine was. You know what I mean? Like everybody was just kind of like hyper obsessing over like how we were being given, which is kind of creepy, but it was like once I would learn like, oh, that's what's happening, it's just like, A, okay, I'm less scared, and B, what? Like there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. It's been a minute since the Magic School Bus. I forgot. I've like learned a whole bunch of stuff, and then like to return to the human body and be like mitochondria. Wait. Start over again.
My shit. My shit.
That's your shit?
I
Like, you
learned
would-
so much on the Magic School
Oh,
Bus.
for
'Cause
real.
My mom is
Such a good
teacher.
idea.
My mom's a teacher,
Oh,
and
there
so
you go.
like
Yeah.
we would watch that all the time. Like summer school, like she would have summer school that she would teach, and I would just go to her school, go to her class to like help out and stuff. And
Yeah.
sometimes they would just watch the Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
or I'd watch it on my own and stuff. Like PBS was like,
PBS,
oh,
man.
shit,
It made
dog.
because if
Oh
you
my
think about it,
God.
like if you were teaching a bunch of kids about the human body, you're listening to yourself. You're like, this is boring as hell. Why would they? I'm talking about red blood cells and white blood cells, and they just start, playing with a pencil or their finger.
Word.
Like, it
Digging
makes
in the
sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. It kind of makes me want to revisit the whole thing as an adult. Like, oh,
Absolutely.
that's what they were talking about. It's fully for
Yes,
5-year-olds.
I'm sure there's some subliminal jokes probably in there too.
oh, absolutely.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
They have to do that for the parents that are watching to keep them. It's like in Toy Story, all of those stuff. They weave in a little adult content to
Right.
keep the adults entertained. I remember on Shrek. What was it? Shrek? Was it the third one? Where it was like, say something crazy like you got on women's underwear. It's like, I got on a thong. He was like, wait. His nose and grows like, do you have on a thong? No. It was like, he does.
Pinocchio
have on a thong.
said
He
that?
put it- Yeah, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And
In Shrek 1?
It was the third one. I think it was the third
Oh,
one.
wow. That's hilarious.
And then they showed the thong. I was like, yo, they wilding on
That is
Shrek right
crazy.
now, yo.
I loved seeing that transfer because it seemed like it was like 90% for kids, 10% for adults growing up.
Yeah.
But at some point, I think it's SpongeBob. I don't necessarily know
Oh,
if that's
Sponge-
true.
Absolutely.
But like at some point, they were just like, you know what? Like the kids are gonna like it. They like the characters. They like the stuff going on. Like dialogue and storyline wise and joke wise. If we like make it more for the parents watching, then the kid is going to grow up and still watch it. You know what I mean?
And that's what's happening now.
Exactly. So now it seems like it's 50-50, even maybe like 60-40, like more for the parents, and then
I
like
love
everything else is for the kids. And I think that's amazing. Because like at one point I was watching SpongeBob, and I was just like, I was growing up with SpongeBob, and I was just like, that wasn't for me a few years ago.
Listen, so much of SpongeBob, so much of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
Oh, they knew what they were
Yeah.
doing back in the day.
Rocco's
Though.
Modern Life.
I
His
think that
best
was
friend
100%
name was
fair.
Pepper.
Courage
Right.
the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
all
my
Cat the
God.
Dog.
That was more balanced. Ren and Stimpy seemed like
Ren
it
and
was just
Stimpy
for
was
adults.
just very
And
sexual.
I didn't get it at all.
Like,
I didn't get
kids
any of
didn't
the
weren't
Ren
even
and Stimpy
allowed
jokes.
to watch that at one
Yeah.
point.
It
Yeah.
came on Saturdays. I remember it came
That was like
on
an adult
Snick.
cartoon.
That's fun.
And I didn't
Snick
like
and
the
Night.
animation. It was gross.
When they did that super zoom.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
don't-
so the
I
bump.
You always see like
Oh,
hair.
everybody got hairs and bumps.
And it was
It's-
dirty.
I don't like
You know those
that.
animators
was
were
like,
on something.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, that
I
was
love
a
how no one
wild
liked that.
show, bro. that was I really, it was a lot of jokes as a kid. I remember thinking like, yeah, I don't get that one. And,
But you didn't.
and
You
now-
don't think about it.
Nah, you
No.
don't think about it. But it's like I don't really get like cryptocurrency either, which is why I'm thankful for Coinbase.
Same,
Because
I don't get
Coinbase right now will help you completely understand exactly why you should be investing in cryptocurrency. You hear all about it. Everybody's doing all the ones and they're hopping in and you are sitting back like me and like, I want to kind of
missed that.
jump in this. I missed
missed
it, but
it on
I just
that.
didn't know
The
enough about
Dogecoin.
it. Well, in comes Coinbase, okay? Do you identify as crypto curious? If you've thought about entering the world of cryptocurrency but felt a little overwhelmed, Coinbase makes learning to buy and sell simple, all right? Cryptocurrency might feel like a secret or exclusive club, but Coinbase believes that everyone everywhere should be able to get in the door. Whether you've been trading for years or you're just getting started, Coinbase can help. Much coin, such coin, If you've been following the cryptocurrency craze, now is the time to get started, to get involved. Coinbase it makes it super easy and to start your own portfolio and learn to trade like a pro. If you've been looking to level up your financial portfolio, it's always good to diversify. Why not think about cryptocurrency? Backed by the world's leading investors, Coinbase makes your portfolio safe and secure while adding cryptocurrency to your mix. Now, I've been one that really wanted to get into it, but I just didn't understand it. They were just popping out all over the place, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. And I feel like Coinbase can offer, like when I first got into stocks, I knew I didn't know enough about it to like do my own trading. So I got with AG Edwards, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Edward Jones, and I just told them what kind I want. I want this much long term, I want this much short term, and I want this much aggressive. And they helped me build that. And that's the same thing that Coinbase will help you do right now. They offer, like I said, portfolio management and protection for learning resources. Millions of people in over 100 countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets. I'm a very firm believer if you want to be a millionaire, you have to have at least 7 sources of income, right?
More.
And why not have one that is cryptocurrency? You've seen it. It's obviously not going anywhere. They might change different names and change different holders, but it's not going anywhere right now. So why not get this extra stream of income right now? Check out Coinbase to get more information, more resources, and create a diverse portfolio. For a limited time, new users get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at Coinbase.com/DIYS.
Okay.
Sign up at Coinbase.com/DIYS and get $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today. That's Coinbase.com/DIYS. The holidays are right around the corner. How would you feel if you signed up today and messed around and made, I don't know, $5,000
Enough for the
by
gifts.
February? You know what I'm saying? Or $1,000 by Christmas.
Right.
And that takes care of all that shopping that you got to do. At least look into it because, like I said, most millionaires have at least 7 sources of income, and that's what I'm trying to get to.
Shout out to Coinbase.
Amen.
Yeah, man, we out here, bro.
Absolutely.
I love
Tristan is a billionaire. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. Billionaire. He owns BET.
Yeah, I have 70 sources of income.
70s.
it. He took the method and times it by 10.
Yeah.
I love it.
We've been on the show for a while. We haven't. We still have to do conspiracy theory, but we have not talked about this last season of Insecure.
Oh right, the last one, the
Just
finale.
aired.
This is
Last
this.
night?
Yeah, this
just aired. Yep.
first episode aired last night. You're in the season, right?
Possibly.
Yep. I'm possibly in the season as well. Possibly.
That means y'all both on it. Come on, guys.
But very excited about it. It's been an amazing adventure. I'll say it like that. You saw friendships develop. You saw black people in lives that you typically don't get a chance to see them. And I could just speak from my standpoint, being on set. There were so many black people behind the camera calling the shots. So many black women behind the camera calling the shots on cameras.
That's so
wardrobe, styling.
fire.
I mean, it was amazing. I had never been on a production and seen that many people of color running shit. Shout out to Prentice Penny, man, because that brother is doing big things. Shout out to Issa Rae. Shout out to Yvonne. Shout out to Jay Ellis. Shout out to Tristen. Shout out to Neil. Just a lot of dope people that I got to work with. My boy Kamal, I had worked with him on a small project years ago, and then to see him back on there with me, it was phenomenal.
It's dope. I love seeing her, like Issa Rae, Jordan Peele, and Tyler Perry do their thing at the same time. It's like they're kind of just like leading every aspect of the industry, from like directing in the horror element, which has like never been a black thing at all. You know what I mean? Which is like, it's not even like this is another black take. This is like the black take on horror, you know?
Yeah.
And then on Issa Rae, it's just like the sitcoms and the story writing and all that stuff. Like, it's like I'm half sad about Insecure ending and half like really excited about like what is Issa about to do after this, because she is like basically like elevating that genre. And then you have Tyler Perry on the mogul producer side, kind of just like killing the game. It's weird. They're like they're forming like a triad of black excellence right now in the whole industry, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm loving to see it. I'm loving to see it.
It's saying it's like there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
You're like, if you're not a fan of Insecure, then maybe you're a fan of Jordan Peele. If you're not a fan of Jordan Peele, then maybe you're a fan of Tyler Perry. And then there's so many other people coming up behind all these folks
Exactly.
who are like, Yeah, now I have an opportunity to show my point of view because we all have a different point of view.
Absolutely.
And there's a billion people on this planet.
Yeah.
Look at Squid Game. Like, I'm just
Oh, yeah.
there's just so much
Man.
stuff. Like, I just,
Talk about putting on.
what?
I got a little stat.
What's
It's
your
not
stat,
it's
Pat?
not a-
Number one in 90 countries.
Pat stat.
One of them.
So that's definitely just like the success, which is crazy. But now going deeper into that, over 130 million people have watched at least 2 minutes of the show, and 87 million people have already finished the entire series. Now, if you think about analytics online, when it's your huge numbers are like who was there for like 5 seconds, and then it's a very humbling number who stayed because it's just like God dang, like got 3 million views and 100,000 people watched the whole thing. So to have 130 million, I guess, impressions, and 87 million of those finished the entire thing, and not only that, it says that it has created $900 million in revenue. That's almost $1 billion. It has not been out that long.
That's a
That's
Marvel
crazy.
movie.
Guess how much it cost to make?
Oh, probably nothing.
$21 million.
That's crazy.
You know what's crazy?
No
The,
promotion, also all word of mouth.
The older guy in there
Right.
Yeah, I've
just
not seen
recently
any ads
posted.
for it.
He said he's been getting so many requests for his acting
That's
that
my
it's
God, I
become
love it.
That's so
overwhelming.
good. That's so good.
He's like, I
love
can't
that.
even. It's just
The
too
older
much.
guy,
The older guy, yeah.
and just like
he
that, he's
killed it.
put on by the world.
Yes.
The whole world.
Yes.
87 million people stuck around.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
You know what's crazy? I
87
started.
million.
I'm still on the first episode, but I have to watch it
In
in
piecemeal.
yeah.
I have to too. I'm only on episode 4 because it's very intense, and I can only
Right,
watch
and
so
I'm
much.
watching
Yeah.
it with the subtitles on. I don't like the dub overs.
yeah,
The dub
you gotta-
over
yeah, I
is
don't like the dub.
depressing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's probably
I don't-
different.
It's
Yeah.
Let me do
depressing.
that.
Yeah, you got to do it with the dub. Don't do it
Ever
with the
since
dub.
The
Live-
Grudge,
live
I
action with
can't
dub
do that
doesn't work
stuff.
for
Yeah,
me.
it doesn't.
Live
Oh
action
my
with dub
God.
is weird.
I watched it in dub, so I'm gonna try it again with just.
It's better to
The
just
words on the
read
screen.
because
Yeah.
it's like the dub is so pathetically American. It's like,
I
can you
hate that.
try? Can you try to make it match? The lead singer of Squid Games is like, what the heck? What kind of no? are we playing now?
I watched something with a dub, and they used the same male actor for all the male characters and the same female one for all the female actors.
So
I
he just
didn't
had
know
to
there was a
learn
scene,
different
and I was like, who's
languages?
talking? Because like all the same voices
was no-
saying all the lines. I'm like,
But they just
I
had to
don't know
learn
who's
every
talking.
language.
No, I mean I don't know about that.
Well,
They probably
it was
translate the
They
script.
translated. It was French, and then they had an English person. No, same person for like all the characters in that scene that were men were played by the same guy. So they got a man and
Oh,
a
it was
woman
the same guy
to
for
play all the
multiple characters.
characters.
That
Exactly.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay,
That's why
yeah,
it was
that's
so
just
confusing.
horrible casting.
So I just
think.
switched it back. And I'm like, well, I can read.
He wasn't even changing. He wasn't even changing his voice. That's
No, it was
hilarious.
just the same like monotone. And I'm like,
Ugh,
I
that's-
can't understand what's
What?
happening.
I
That's
would
so
make it
janky.
kill. I could do so many voices. I would kill.
Oh, that's
that.
just lazy producing, though.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
player 1. Hey, what's going on? What's happening with you? Player 2, nothing much, man. I'm just chilling.
Yeah,
It's like,
basically
you're not
what it
going voice act? You're more than one character, sir. This is getting confusing.
One
Pat,
check
what we
though,
got?
right?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tristan.
That's it.
All right. What we got on the conspiracy
all right,
tip?
we got a couple scary stories, and I just want to hear what everybody wants to hear first. So I'm just gonna rattle them off. Okay. Number 1, we have a research facility in Alaska that is basically believed to be a mind control lab. Basically, all scientific experiments that have to do with the human mind and controlling it. Numero 20. This is kind of crazy. An active volcano that is under Yellowstone in Wyoming they're claiming if it erupts, it could actually wipe out the U.S. and conspiracists believe that the government knows exactly when the eruption will happen. So
That sounds
this
like-
could be tied into the
That's
to
Veronica.
biblical.
Yeah.
That's the shit that's so scary because it could be true. That I can't-
Scientifically,
I don't- yeah,
but
I
also
don't-
like a volcano. Can a volcano, one in Wyoming, spread the whole?
So here's the thing: there's a volcano, an active volcano in Tacoma, or is it Seattle? I think it's Seattle. That is still active to this day, right?
Remember Mount St. Helens?
Yeah, I think so.
The really big one. The mountain
Yeah, the
that
really
blew
big-
up, that just
yeah.
blew up. Yeah.
So it's still active, and if that blew up, like if it erupted today, the smog and the smoke in the air would kill everybody south, on down to
just
California.
the smog, not the
Yeah.
lava.
Well, when it erupted the first time, we got snow in New York. They got snow in July because the ash cooled the atmosphere so much, and that's the whole snow in July come.
Oh,
part
so
of
that's
that
what
comes
happened
from
with
that.
the Ice Age, basically.
I don't know about that. That's a different thing.
Yeah, but this one.
Yeah, that could be a thing because when the stuff gets in the air and blocks the UV rays, it cools the
It's
atmosphere.
hella snow.
So,
Bro, so like
everything
that they were telling me all the stats on that. I was like, Jesus.
That
I
one
was like,
was
'cause
scary
I
because it's
I would
scientific.
hop on a plane and go right there. It's like you would not make it. You would not be able to get far enough, fast enough.
Even like
to
Europe,
survive.
if you went to
I
Europe
don't
or
know.
Mexico.
I mean, I don't know, but like
I'm
somewhere
going
in
to
the states,
Mexico.
in the states you would still be affected by
Everything's
it.
safe there.
I'm gonna get a
they'll figure
submarine
something
and
out.
just go under the
Yeah.
water.
All right, and then number 3, which confirms a lot of things for me because I always felt this way. Apparently, a lot of Mattress Firm stores were opened in Illinois, and they're all within a few miles of one another, which leads some to believe it's a money laundering business. I've never been to Illinois. I've always
from
thought
there.
that.
I'm from the bro.
Mattress stores? Who the hell needs a mattress?
There
That's the
are
most,
in
you don't need to
Glendale,
re-up on that.
There are 4 mattress stores within 2 blocks.
I think it's the donut shops in LA, but yeah.
But in Glendale, it's like, bro, like who's buying that many beds when you keep up something for 7 to 8 years?
Hell yes.
Word.
Are you the donut
Hell
shop?
yes. I'm like,
So many donut
no
places.
way. But I was
For
like,
50 cents.
but honestly, I would believe that niggas are eating that many donuts. But keep going.
But I mean, even with the donuts though, like it's like, bro, like who's buying that many for it to be like?
Well,
If
and
you're,
how do you stay in? My thing is, how do you stay in business? Because like, who's buying this many things that allows you to pay rent and all that?
Bro,
every month?
it's a DVD/video store in Glendale, not too far from where we used to stay, and they have prime real estate on the corner, and it's like Armenian DVDs and videos and stuff like that. But
No
it's
one
like,
in
bro,
it ever.
never.
But it's huge.
Like, how does this?
And
how do
how
you
is
guys
it?
make rent?
Tax loopholes. It's some type of tax loophole.
But Glendale is known for like crime, white collar crimes and stuff like that, and identify. They have their own like police department, and then the police department has their own like
Fraud?
What is it? Fraud
White-
department?
Yeah.
because it's so
and they're
so
still
prevalent
not
there.
catching these people? That's
Bro,
hilarious.
I always work at Coinbase.
They probably work
Which
for
is
the
also
fraud
a cover
department.
up.
But it's
Bro.
also like, check every mattress firm or check
Word.
every like DVD random spot.
Yo,
Word.
for real. When I used to work at CarMax, people would bring in Mercedes, and I'm not gonna say the race of the people, but they would bring these Mercedes in. And it was like, yeah, it's a brand new S class, and then we run the van. It was like it's an E class. It was like, bro,
They just changed the letter.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
But
Ain't
it's
there hella
obviously-
other stuff in the
Yeah.
engine? I don't know shit about cars, but ain't the bumper different?
the
Bro,
whole
they
shit.
would they would
S-Class
try
is
to
bigger.
finesse it. So and then they would find mechanics that would damage the engine in a way that it wasn't repairable, and they would get out of their lease that way to get the new thing instead of paying the fees for the
Oh,
restocking.
so it wasn't a
all of them.
scam to resell it. It was a scam to get rid of this car.
Well, they
that's
would try
fucked
that
up.
first. They would try to come to us first, but we couldn't buy leases. We could only buy if you were
Ah,
financing.
okay,
So
yeah, that
we
makes
can't
sense.
buy
Right.
you out of your
Yeah.
lease. So they'd be like, okay. And the way they just said it so casual, like, okay, I was like, oh,
They're
they
gonna just
finna,
go to the next one.
they finna fuck some shit up.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what
or
they would
something happened in that car and they gotta get
do. Mhm.
it someplace else.
Yeah, or that.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the 3. We got just as a recap, we got the mattress firm. What is it called? Money laundering.
Yeah,
Mattress firm money laundering. We got the underground volcano that could end us all, and we got a mind control lab in Alaska.
I'm kind of what
So
Sherry.
are we picking one as false? Is that what these? Is we doing that again?
No, all
Okay.
of these are
All these are
conspiracies.
true. Okay.
Not
reasonable.
true, but conspiracies.
Got
You
it.
know,
I want to go with the volcano. I'm with Sherry. Sherry said the volcano.
volcano.
Yeah, I'm kind of with the volcano. I kind of want to see about it. What'd you say, hippie?
All right.
The lab's in Alaska.
Are you going to the labs?
Yeah, that's the one that made me raise my eyebrows.
Okay,
the most.
I'm with it. Then.
Well, I
go
mean, we
with-
can get through all of these because I picked short ones.
All right,
since
let's
there
go.
are
Let's
3.
give it a try.
Ha!
All right, so Yellowstone National Park is 3,500 square miles of wilderness, wild animals, and gorgeous landscapes. Any of y'all been?
I've never been.
But
It
looks
seems
beautiful.
it
I
looks
wanna go.
amazing. It's just
I heard
way
the
too
show's
far. It's also way too far from the airport.
That's
That's
fair
a
too.
big thing for me. But under the park is something far more sinister. There is an active volcano that measures 44 miles across.
That makes sense. I mean, that's where the
For
hot,
real, that's what I did when I first read it.
that's
Like,
where the hot springs come from. That's why it's hot. Because there's a volcano.
yeah, but the mouth, 44 miles.
Wait, that's the opening?
Well, it says the active volcano is 44 miles across. So I guess if you're
That could be the base.
I guess
mean,
it,
that's
no, it's not the base if
it's-
it's underground.
It's underground, yeah. There
So
is
that
no
is the
base.
mouth.
there's
There
just
is no
gonna be
base.
A pocket of like magma.
That's just
sitting
that's what
underneath.
would shoot up, which makes sense because if you're talking about killing the U.S.
You'd have to do something like that.
and also if you knew there was a volcano underground that was 44 miles across, scientists know about earthquakes and hurricanes. They're studying this stuff. So if this was an apocalyptic volcano, I would assume they know like 2025.
They
you
don't,
know,
I don't know if they can
coming
tell
up
how
fast.
accurate it's gonna happen.
Right,
but don't they
because
do that for
they
other
don't-
volcanoes?
We can't tell when it's gonna rain properly.
because
But don't they say? Don't they do that for other volcanoes?
yes,
though?
you
and
can
it's
like
accurate
predict it
because
and
of the
I-
shaking and the seismo
Yes.
something.
But if the plates, because of the plates though, right? You can't
Tectonic
actively
plates.
predict when they're going to
Yeah.
shift.
I don't think it's like as accurate to like, oh, we know it's gonna happen on this day. Maybe like around about years. But they've said that the big one's coming in LA for the past since I've been here. Everyone's saying, oh, the big one's coming, and I'm like, I'm
Big
still
what?
here, so- The big earthquake.
Earthquake?
Yeah.
Isn't that harder to predict than a volcano?
I don't know. I'm not a seismologist.
Does the lava wake up?
Because the lava, but the lava comes from the plates, from
Yeah,
underneath
it's
the
from the
tectonic
plates
plates.
rubbing.
So the plates will shift, and if
And it
there's a
allows
crack
more
big
lava
enough,
to
then
come
the
up.
lava will come up.
Right.
That's
Because
what
Oh,
it's
that's why
building
there's
pressure,
lava
building-
underwater.
Because
And
then
that's the same thing
lava
that
heats
causes-
everything up, and then the pressure builds and it explodes.
the earthquake is from the plates shifting too.
Yeah.
The Ring of Fire.
Lord of the Rings?
No.
The Ring of Fire.
Oh.
So the Ring of Fire is like the Pacific Ocean,
Yeah.
like the west coast of the United States.
This is real?
That's,
Yeah.
that's where earthquakes happen.
Where the underwater
You can-
volcanoes are.
Yeah, there's a bunch on the map. There's
Oh.
a bunch of volcanoes in a big ring which surrounds the plate that all the volcanoes are bordering, and the border is where the magma comes up, and that's where you get a volcano.
That is crazy when you see that underwater. It'd be like the bottom of the ocean and
Well,
there's
that's where your
lava
island,
coming up.
That's where your islands come up. A lot
Right,
of those
which-
volcanoes. Yeah,
which
like
is
Hawaii and
A
that.
really cute thought growing up
Mhm.
because it's like a volcano erupted and now there's an island. And you're like, dope, that's how things are made. But then you think about it, you're just like, hang on. Magma happened so much that I could stand on it?
And build
That's
a whole
wild.
city.
That's wild.
Man, that's just crazy. That's just crazy and scary to even think about, bro.
So basically, it says that if it erupts, it will wipe out the entire U.S. The volcano last erupted 630,000 years ago, but there are some conspiracists.
See, how do we tell that?
If we know how long it was last done, how can we not know the next one?
Yeah, but like, how do we backwards predict that? Oh, it happened 639,000. Like, where did we get?
Because
this?
of the rings.
Is it like the whole car?
It's not like a tree. I don't think. I don't think it's like a tree.
You gotta go down.
The rumble rings?
The rumble rings.
63.
Rock'em sock'em rings.
I don't think that's how it works.
So
That's
people
not
are saying
science.
that the government knows that the eruption is imminent, so they're drawing up contingency plans. And conspiracists also point to videos of animals running from Yellowstone, which is forget what the scientists say.
I trust the animals.
If I
more than
see
science.
Is that
Moose?
an antelope running?
A moose just like run, go.
He's like,
For sure
happening.
believing that because they've never seen a textbook ever, and they be doing exactly what's happening.
Well, because they're closer to the ground and that they got more instinct.
They're spiritual. That's
Yeah.
why I feel like that's why elephants be having funerals. But it says that people think that's a sign of coming eruption. Maybe it's nothing good. Experts say the animals are just running from tourists.
no, they're just scared of us.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no, that's not what it is. It's just like they don't like people like that.
Yeah, that's all.
They don't like
Experts
people.
came in and said, nah, they're just, running from the people who said they saw animals running out of Yellow Spring.
Hey, he's running from me, and they just keep chasing.
Right.
Yeah, right. That's a lot. Do we want to hang on that or move to the next one?
Wait, it's 44 miles.
That was
wide.
probably the scariest part. Yeah.
Because a mile is long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's way longer than you think it is. You think you're like, oh yeah, just walk a mile down that way.
But
It's like,
44
fam.
of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
44 back to back.
Yeah.
Which is basically an earth pimple. And that motherfucker just pops.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to.
low
think about it.
key
Pop goes the human race.
for sure.
My thing is, if it happens,
And a small pop
are you-
is for sure U.S.
Yes.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
My thing is, if it happens, are you guys gonna try and ride out the apocalypse?
Ha. From the history books.
I don't know. It'd be smooth as hell afterwards. After the lava covers the U.S., it'd be like real glassy. You ever seen SpongeBob when he went to the future? It was all chrome. That's what I think it was. Just like every weird interpretation of the future from like pop media of like everything just being like smooth and stuff.
Shiny.
Maybe that was volcano stuff. Who knows? You ever seen a beach that was just hit by a volcano and it's all glass?
Yeah.
Damn,
But
that's
let's think about this right here. A football field is
Oh man, that's not even close to a mile.
the football field is 360 feet.
Miles,
A mile
5,000
is
something?
5280. It's 5,280 feet. So we're talking about within that.
Wait, how many football? I can't even do that.
344.
17 and I say basically 17 and a half football fields laid end to end make a mile. 17 and a half
17 and a half.
make 1 mile. We're talking about something.
football fields.
17 and a half football fields make 1 mile. So we're talking 17 and a half times
dang.
44.
You know how long it takes that group of grown men to fight each other just to reach that little 1/17th of a mile? That's a lot.
770. Wow.
Hey, I want to make a new sport in extreme football where it's a mile. Okay. And like, if you're lucky, at the end of the 4 hours, one person scores.
Man, listen.
Crazy.
That can only be 2 quarters. I'm not saying.
You're not
Fuck
saying-
all of that, man.
Whoever scores the first
How
point.
would you have
He's
a
on the
stadium?
1,000.
You wouldn't be able to have a stadium.
Oh
Take
my
it one
God,
last time.
no! You just it doesn't have to be all virtual. Just all like
But
all
if you
videos.
break free from the group, you have to be
Oh,
like so in shape.
listen,
You probably
you
have to
gotta
just
have-
go
right.
into exhaustion
You
and
have
just
to
be like,
have
all right.
you have to have Usain Bolt for your wide receiver. He's the only one that's gonna make that an interesting game.
And then you have to
Anybody-
switch him out when he gets tired.
Oh yeah.
Because after you run that once, you're probably done.
Oh,
You're not
God.
going to run.
You're not.
You can be a
Jesus.
quarter mile down the road and just be like, all right,
I can
ain't
walk
nobody
now
behind me.
'cause
I'm
those
gonna just
guys
walk.
aren't-
People will break away and just go into a sprint because they know that it's all about the long game. No one's gonna be like full. It's just gonna be like a light jog.
He stick out his thumb and shit. Anybody?
Any golf carts?
Oh my God.
The most in shape people would be the people in the crowd doing concessions because they'll just be like they'd be sweaty coming from like a whole
And
mile.
carrying 40 pounds of
Peanuts. Please.
Shit. Shit.
I need to pay for my ride back.
What's the next one?
right.
That's the mind control, right?
So, what was next?
Mind control.
Mind control? You want to do mind control?
Yeah.
All right. People believe that there's a research facility in Alaska that is a mind control lab. So, in the mountains of Alaska, there is the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. And this helps scientists study the farthest distances of the atmosphere. So, just somewhere in the mountains of a cold place, there are just scientists thinking like, the atmosphere goes this far. I don't know the
Hold on one
specifics.
second, Pat. Are they filming today?
We are, yeah.
At 4,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
All right, we might not
need
be able to
to-
finish this
Oh,
one.
no.
Ooh, how many ads do we have left?
We got all the ads done.
None ads?
No ads. We done with the ads. But
Okay.
it's 4 o'clock now.
Okay, cool. Let me
That
all
came
right.
Quick.
Let's this is just a few paragraphs. We're going to do this and then we'll start the next one with the other conspiracy. The facility sits on 33 acres of land and has over 180 antennas. The antennas have collected data about the aurora borealis, radio waves, and other atmospheric occurrences. But some people think that these antennas are an experimental weapon that can control people's minds, according to the Smithsonian. It's pretty credible. Others believe it caused the Columbia Space Shuttle to destruct in 2003. And in 2016, however, the facility held an open house so the public could see that they were not up to anything dangerous. They threw an actual open house to be like, look, guys, don't worry, we're not doing anything. But the weird thing is that 33 acres of land in a remote mountainscape, there's just a whole bunch of antennas and everybody's concerned. So maybe I would assume if you had some mind control labs, it wouldn't be the first door on the
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
left. You know?
Scientology has open houses all the time.
Yeah, they do.
I still ain't buying it, nigga.
No one takes the
thank you.
torchlit
Yeah.
dungeon to the the negative 60th floor in the tour. At least that's probably gonna be where all the secretive stuff is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yes, happy Halloween, you guys.
Yeah,
we got some
yeah,
scary
yeah.
stuff.
Stay tuned for some major announcements. We will be doing something for Halloween. We're going to post it on the page, so make sure you check out the Damn Internet Just Scary Instagram for what's going on there. We want to thank our guests, Tristan Ringer for coming
go.
through.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out the new season of Insecure. You may see him, you may see me. You never know.
You might.
You never know.
You might
know what I'm saying? You might not. Shout out to Cam, man. Cam with all the facts, man. You already know what's going on. Hippie Goes is in here. I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this has been another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. We see you next week, guys.
Later, guys.
Peace.